Finally, is it working? Finally! Assalamualaikum, waalaikumsalam. Okay. 1 second. My eyes. Finally. Now that I can breathe. You guys want to blink? Okay, as an apology and on behalf of Twitter. I mean YouTube. Shit. How did I naturally blink like that? Wait, was that a... Oh my god. I can wink now. Wow, wait. It seemed a lot harder before. Wait. What about... Oh, I can't do it on my left eye, but my right eye I can. Is this normal? Can winking experts tell me? Why can I wink with my right but not with my left? I cannot wink with my left. Ugh. Pain. Absolute pain. Oh well. My eyes hurt. My eyes really hurt. I need to buy glasses soon. I keep saying that. I've been saying this for like a month. I've been saying this for years. I need glasses. One day I'm gonna get glasses, chat. I know it's things that nerds do, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. My eyes hurt. Ugh. Okay. How is everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Tell me. Oh, you'll find out. I'm about to summon it. Oh, I just realized. I'm so stupid. Oh, that's why my eyes hurt. Okay. What was I doing again? Yes. First time watching you live? Welcome. You get an ahoy. Because it's your first time being live. Oh shit, we have a new chat. I have to get the new chat in here. Oops. Alright, here you go. There's your ahoy.
Ahoy! Ahoy! Nya
Yeah, hello. You want something else? Anata no pantsu nansenchi. Alright. Alright, we're back. I forgot what we were talking about. Can anyone go cheat? Check what's the last thing we were talking about and then tell me. Maybe I can go cheat from my last stream. Because I completely forgot where I got cut off. That's like a big brain move. I'm just gonna go back to my last stream and see where it ended out. It ended when I was saying... I hate hearing my own voice, but... It ended with me saying... Replying to an Arabic speaker? Oh yeah, I remember now. So, someone said they were Arab, but they don't speak Arabic, right? And I was like, yeah, man. I mean, that's fine. I know both a Japanese person, fully Japanese. Well, not fully. I think his mom or his father is American, but he is Japanese with it. No, his dad is Japanese. He has a full Japanese name. I think both of his parents are Japanese, and he does not speak Japanese. Well, he does speak it, but he's not that good at it, right? And I actually had like I could teach him some Japanese, right? Oh yeah, and wasn't there someone in the chat acting like a smartass telling me I should learn some Japanese? Lol. Well, thanks for the suggestion, my dude. It's a little more it's more new, freshing, you know. It's refreshing. Usually people tell me to learn French, German, Indonesian, you know, Bahasa, the languages that I don't speak, not the one that I speak. Lol. Anyways, somehow the questions increased and we only have 1 hour left, so let's speed run them. Lately I can't seem to find joy in things I usually enjoy, such as gaming or watching anime. I don't feel depressed or anything. I just lost taste in stuff somehow. What should I do? Nothing. Well, okay, you should do something, but here, the thing is, people, as they grow up, as you get few years in your age pocket, you change. Your taste changes a lot. I'll have, as an example, I used to like Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2007, I was a huge Yu-Gi-Oh! Nerd. And then suddenly I lost interest. I started being a fan of Gundam, and well, I still haven't lost interest, but I was more into Gunpla and more every day watching Gundam, right? And then I stopped, and then altogether I stopped watching anime. I became a manga person, and then I completely stopped reading manga. I became a light novel person, right? And then I completely stopped reading light novels, and I switched from all Japanese stuff to manhwa and solo leveling, and you know, all the good shit, all the good Korean stuff, right? And I go oppa and Hyungnim, I was like right? And then I completely stopped that as well. You know, you go around, it's not weird for someone to have, you know, lose interest in something. We as humans have our taste changing, and in fact, and that doesn't mean that you're not gonna like write the things that you're doing down, like write the anime names and stuff, because one day you might feel like it. Like for me, as an example, a huge part of my life, I completely stopped watching fantasy. I only watched anime that could teach me something, right? The anime that feel realistic, you know. I only watched anime to learn, you know. And then now I watch Kumoko-chan, I watch Redo, you know, I watch all kinds of things right now. I literally, you know, went back and forth, and that's fine, right? You don't have to. It's not that you're depressed. You just lost interest, you know. And that's fine. Just find other new things and enjoy them. Ask people to recommend you things, and suddenly you're gonna. I can't imagine if one day I might stop watching VTubers altogether. I already have that day. Well, not altogether, but I've stopped watching VTubers as much as I did. Well, maybe because I don't have time, but I used to watch so much. Live, I would comment. I used to live translate. You know, these live translators on HoloLive chats. I used to do that, and Well, I still do that from time to time, but you know, for Shiagi-san or something. But it's definitely not something that I could do as much as I used to, and that's fine. So, what should you do? You should go around finding more things that you might enjoy. You might find a whole new habit. Like, I always thought Warhammer 40k was the dumbest shit ever. I was introduced to TTS Warhammer maybe 5 years ago, and I found it stupid. I was like, what is this shit? And I didn't pay interest to it. I went back to watching Fate and playing FGO, whatever. No, not playing FGO. I didn't play FGO 5 years ago. But, you know, watching Fate and stuff. And then this year, I started watching Warhammer 40k TTS, and I'm crazy about it. I literally do it all the time. Same thing for Devil May Cry. I used to not be interested in Devil May Cry, and now I know the whole lore. I played the games, everything. You know, I'm not interested in Final Fantasy. Maybe one day I'll be interested. That's how people are. We just switch in tastes. We switch in what we like and we don't like. So just go around, go back to your old, you know, recommendations, you know. And one day maybe you're gonna find that day is gonna be real soon. By the way, if you follow whatever people recommend to you, you might just realize that, well, something you didn't like at first a long time ago, now that you developed more tastes, more that you're more cultured now, you're gonna like it now. So that's it. We took way too long, even though I said I'm just gonna speedrun it. So yeah, it's totally fine. Don't worry about it. I love how Sophie is the kind of person. Nice spelling, by the way, Jane. This kind of person who always. I appreciate you coming always to the streams, but it's always I picked up. You know, you always say hi, and you always say bye. That's always there. Otsmeka and hello always happen. In the middle, sometimes, if it's a serious topic, you say something. You know, you give your own opinion. Otherwise, you never speak. You do not speak at all. Like, I think maybe it's fine. Maybe you're doing something else. Maybe you don't like to speak always, but like, it's not like, you know, YouTube Kun, for example. He goes around saying hi, hello, cool, blah, 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 you know? Anyways, yeah, I do remember when I was a nerd, I used to read books. Lamau, imagine reading psychology books. Lamau, what a nerd. In the end, I'm not using it on anyone. Imagine knowing all that psychology and then not knowing how to use it on anyone. Kind of sad, though. Anyways. Where was I? Yes. It became a habit for me to draw for Amika and share my works to the rats, but now I can't share it to them. This is Ali, isn't it? I feel like I've lost something important. I can get more clouds if I draw for other people, but it just feels more fulfilling if I do it for y'all. Damn. Is Ali watching this from the shadows? That was 3 hours ago. Before I fell in the rat hole. Before I fell in the rat hole, I rarely had new artworks because I found it unexciting to draw for myself. If I draw for myself, I feel like that had no practical use. I lose my drive before I could even start my obsession. Has reached the point where I'm starting to question myself if I'm drawing. I'm doing it for appearance. I don't know what to do anymore. He really had to drop the big things on me. I miss you all, but I'm still trying to share my too. Okay, so to give you all background, it says Anon here. It says anonymous, but this is not anonymous at all. This is pretty obvious. This is Ali, someone who, you know, the person who drew a lot of my, you know, the fan art for the Takarajima cover I did. You know, pirate mecha or suit mecha or Amika with Luna. All kinds of hello Kara Dreamer, first time seeing your name. Welcome.
Ahoy!
Ahoy. So, and what was I saying? Yes. So, as you can see, like I use Ali's work a lot, and I appreciate it. And as you can see in this, apparently. Who am I kidding? I really don't know. Like, I feel like I understand what you're saying, Ali, but at the same time, it's not like I can help out with this. It's remember, it's too much of everything. Too much of everything is bad. Too much of everything is bad. Too much water can kill you. Too much susu can kill you. Yes, I like drinking milk, but too much can actually kill you. You can suicide by drinking milk. You can, you know, be bad to yourself by having too much of everything. And I'm glad you're taking a break from fan arts or whatever, right? Even if it's something you like to do, having a break from it doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that it's about time you pull the brake, right? And after you're done having your break, you can come back. And remember, same thing for the last questions. It's fine if you lose like your passion for something. You're just gonna have passion for something else, right? You can have passion for something, and eventually you're gonna grow out of it, and you're gonna drop something else. So yeah, I miss you as well, and everyone here misses you. I'm pretty sure we're waiting for you to come back one day. Can't stop worrying about others. I know that they can handle their own problems by themselves, but I still want to be there for them, to provide some support. It got bad to the point that I feel like I don't deserve to be happy because others are currently suffering. Okay, that's pretty bad. I have no right to bitch about my own problems because they're going through difficult times. I try to pay no attention to them, focus on myself instead. Selfish doing so. The ironic part is that I can't fix mine. Okay. Just gonna take a few moments. First, humans by nature are divided into 3 ego states. We call them the ego states, right? Child, parent, and adult. Every single one of you. Murasaki, Sophie, YouTube Kun, Dio, I, Moses, Jordan, all of you. All of you have these 3 inside of you. You're a child, you're an adult, and you're a parent. You can read more about it later because I don't want to get too much into the psychology of this. But in this, you need to understand that some people are more comfortable being a child, some people are more comfortable being a parent, some people are more comfortable being an adult. The difference, very simply speaking, is that child is what our emotion, what represents our emotion. You know, some people who scream a lot, this is a child behavior, right? Some people love to do that all the time. Some people love to do the adult behavior most of the time, which is what some normies might do, honestly. The adult is the one who always takes things logically, right? Always be logical. No fun allowed. No feelings allowed. Always be logical. Always thinking. Always, planning, right? For some reason, it's fine. Being on child mode, that means it's your most comfortable mode. And this is a normal human thing. To reach true wisdom and be a wise human is when you can switch between these freely, and which is also a very hard thing to do. But the idea is you have a main one. And being in that main one is your comfort zone, and that's fine. Okay? So, the parent one, we already talked about the child and the adult. The parent is the one that makes you care for others. The one that makes you, want to backseat, A lot of backseaters are in their parent because they don't stand seeing something without telling someone to correct it, right? I'm not much of a parent, honestly. I don't give a shit. I am, like, my parent side is a little weak. I only would try to help out, and when it's like a stream like this. Right now, I'm trying my best to be my parent, sometimes switching to my child, going ooga booga, right? But a lot of people, the person in here, your main is a parent. That's why you're always thinking of others first. But it could be that you're not a parent by choice. You're forcing yourself to be a parent. That's one thing. I'm gonna give you all the things that in my head. First, you might be forcing yourself to be a parent. I used to force myself to be a parent. I used to be someone who would pretend to be the savior of humanity, right? I would pretend to be, always living for others' happiness. I literally pretended to be Emiyashiro, always trying to help other people, not caring about my own happiness, not caring about what could happen to me. Always, people's happiness is more important. I always want others to be happy. I want others to be happy. Others to be happy. And guess what happens? I broke down. I got depressed. I completely lost myself, right? And trust me, it's not good. Just because you're right doesn't mean you're correct, right? People die when they're killed, all that shit. Memes aside, it's... Oh shit. I just realized the BGM is not the BGM that I usually on, but... Alright, fuck the BGM, I don't care. So, the idea is that you could be forcing yourself into this, and trust me, you won't realize that you're in an idealistic dream until someone knocks it in your head. I'm gonna say it. When I saw Fate Unlimited Blade Works, it hit me hard. It really hit me hard. I realized that shit, I am like this. I am an idiot who thinks that, oh, my happiness is in others people. No. Yes, I am happy when someone else says they're happy, but my own happiness matters as well. If you become this selfless being that, always tries to be there for other people, you will not have a soul eventually. You will all just be someone who never smiles, who never be happy, will never solve her or his own problems. You will only be that, machine that's like spends all their time trying to help other people, and that's not healthy. And that's not really gonna truly help them anymore. Because you can't really help people. People help themselves. People can be there for each other, but they can't help each other. Teach a man how to fish, right? If you teach a man how to fish, then they can, because you help them teach, you help teaching them, they are the one doing the fishing. They also help themselves by fishing themselves, right? And then that solves the problem because they started fishing themselves. They solved the problem of being hungry. Give a man a fish. It was most of us do. We think that we are helping someone fish, but no, we're just giving them a fish. Someone needs to do whatever, you just go do it for them. You're not teaching them how to fish. You're just giving them a fish. They're just gonna come for you again and again and again. They will come back asking for you to help them. They will come back asking for another fish, right? I hope anyone could understand what I'm saying, but the idea is you're not doing anyone a favor. You're just spoiling those around you. You think that you are, helping them out. You're giving them happiness, but no. That kind of a thing is just spoiling, and you're just, as the word spoiling means, to spoil is to make someone, to give them everything they want, right? So you spoil them. But do you know what also uses the word spoil? Spoiled food. When food becomes spoiled, it becomes rotten. You cannot eat it anymore, and that happens to humans as well. If you give someone everything they want all the time, treat them like a prince or a princess, they become rotten, they become spoiled, they become a disgusting human being. So whoever asks this question, think to yourself, do you want the people around you to become rotten and spoiled? I know you might tell me, but no, they're going through hard times. I know. Everyone goes through hard times. Oyo, Koro-san, oyo. Anyways, the idea is that you should try to be there for them, but not spoil them. This person, whoever wrote this, probably spends hours, from the way I am reading this, you probably was like me. You spend hours trying to help others. That's not helping. People only help themselves. You can be there to support them, but you're not gonna help them. Right? And one last thing, because I still have to speedrun this. Remember that there's so much I could say about this. You can come DM me and I could tell you more if you want. But remember that those who do not love themselves cannot love others. If you don't want to turn into a machine that is like an AI or some sort of a what's his name? Alkinator, the guy who answers all questions, then actually, yeah, it is a Monogatari reference because it's true. It's true. You cannot help someone. They have to help themselves, otherwise the problem will never be solved. Right? Sorry for being lousy. No, I like seeing you in chat, Nova. Have fun. Anyways, so um remember, um this is for this part that you don't focus on yourself. You should focus on yourself. Try to go for your own happiness. If you don't go for your own happiness, then you won't be able to find happiness or help others find happiness. Okay? Focus on yourself, please, first. Try to distance yourself a bit from others' requests. Try saying no for a change. Trust me. I used to be someone who could never say no. I kind of still are. I'm an idiot, I know. But I can't say no when I need to. Right? And the ironic part that I can solve other people, you can't solve other people's problems. Again, I'll put it in a simpler terms. Humans, again, cannot help each other. They can help themselves, but we don't know how to help ourselves, right? The how is usually with someone else. Okay? So think of it this way. If I was trying to fish, the way that I can help myself so I won't be hungry, I don't know how to fish. Someone can teach me how to fish. If they teach me how to fish, then they helped me. They supported me in solving my problem in eating and not being hungry. But if they give me a fish, they think they helped me, but they didn't. I'm going to take a fish and I'm going to think they helped me, but they didn't. After I eat that fish, I'll go back to them and I'll be like, hey, can I have another one? Can I have another one? Can I have another? And they will be keeping giving me fish, giving me until they're worn out. And until I become a liability, an outcast, a spoiled brat, because I only taking fish, I'm not actually working for it. Right? So, the idea isn't about that you can't fix your problems. You can. You just need someone to help you. Teach you how, right? You are the only one who can help yourself. But to help yourself, you need to know how. You need to know how. So go to your one problem that you have. Maybe you hate yourself. I used to hate myself. The only way I'm starting to hate myself less is because I learned from other people how to stop hating myself, right? The how. Maybe you don't know how to express yourself in words. Maybe you don't know how to do whatever. Ask people, right? And when they teach you the how, you can actually solve it by yourself. Okay? تقبل الله. Bye bye, Bridman. Okay. I'm spending too much time. I have to speedrun this. I'm a thin person with a height of 170 and weighing 55. I get tired easily, so it's just increasing weight and stamina for me. You are a bit underweight. Yes, 55 is underweight. Your BMI should probably be around 60. And any suggestion for increasing weight and stamina? Honestly, I don't know. I don't speak in things that I don't know, because I honestly was like this before until I took some, the disgusting protein shakes, whatever. I don't like them. I took them for a while, like maybe until I dropped them. But overall, I'm not good when it comes to health. My own health is disgustingly bad, so I don't know, man. You should actually look this up somewhere else. I'm not your person. And this is also something good. When you don't know something, say I don't know. People who just blah 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 and then just make other people this one of the moments where you need to listen to Binding Lights. What's Binding Lights? Is this the Digimon one? Kimi ni todoku no zanrai. Oh, that's Northern Lights. Never mind. Is there a safe and lawful halal place for crowdfunding online that you know? What? Crowdfunding? You mean crowdfunding? The hell is crowdfunding? I think he meant crowdfunding. Also, I have so much idea, but I'm broken on funds. Listen, mm, I don't know. I've never tried to go into these places. I don't know. I really don't know. So you can ask someone else. I'm really not sure. I know what crowdfunding is, but I don't know any places that could help you. Hi, Mika. Hi, my Maysara. Maysara. Is that your name? That's a really lovely name. Maysara. You know who also was named Maysara? Maysara is a lovely name. I like that name. Welcome. That's your second time seeing your name. Haven't tried to read it first. How to love, read, and listening to Quran like we can play games for hours listening to music over and over? How to love and listen to Quran. Okay. Do you want the Maysara? What does it mean? Maysara, that would mean something like to be to have an easy life and like everything is you know everything goes fine and easy for you, right? Taysir or maybe blessing, right? That kind of a name. I think so. I'm not sure. Anyways, as I was saying, this is very basic answer. The love for games and music and all that is born from, you know, desire and human desires. Humans always desire things that, you know, they that probably well, technically, shaitan or like the 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 people who don't want you to go to heaven usually want you to distract you from good things. So even if it's not bad, even if games are not bad themselves, if you play games over going to pray, then you are falling right into the trap. It's fine to play games when you want to play game, right? It's fine to do whatever you want when you want to play what you want to, right? But if you're asking how should I love Quran more, then honestly the only thing I'm doing is to I pray. I when I'm praying, I ask Allah, I ask God to make me love Quran more and more. I don't know, like it's really something only Allah can can plant in your heart. But if you want more practical things other than praying for it, then try to understand it. The more you understand something, the more likely you can fall in love with it, and the more likely you will be touched by it. Because if you're reading Quran but you don't know a single word what they mean, then you're probably not gonna be, you're not gonna be able to fall in love with it, right? Is there a male version of the name? Yes, there is a male version of the name. Muyassar. Muyassir, or Muyassir, yeah, Muyassar. Those are male versions. Is music haram? Don't ask for my opinion. Because if you ask my opinion, you're gonna be like, oh, whoa, whoa, Amika said, no, don't Amika said me. My own opinion is very different. My own opinion is that if the music has vulgar words and it's like something that mocks Allah or something, that it's classified as laghu al hadith, which is something that you should not listen to. If the music is making you not listen to adhan, then yes, it is now something that is haram, right? That's my own opinion of it. Okay? So people can have their own you can have your own opinion only if you are well knowledge in Islam. If you don't have knowledge, then follow a sheikh. Simple as that. If you don't have knowledge, follow a sheikh. If you are very well trained and you've been with a sheikh for a long time, have been studying on your own, you can have an opinion. Otherwise, go follow a sheikh like other people do. Simple as that. Find a sheikh that convinces you what they're saying and just follow them. So yeah, try to understand it more. Try to pray pray and ask that Allah makes you think love the Quran even more. How do I start? That's a lot. Being discussed by my friend. When we first met, my friend and I had a good time, but when we talked the next year through Discord, I saw, for the lack of the better word, cringy things from them that I couldn't get off from being physically next to them. Ew, what? they get obsessed with one fandom and spread through the K-pop, like something like that. For me, this first they did Detroit become human and be fan fiction between them and the main characters, where they always die. Fun of ton memes pressure that meme pressure. They watched JoJo, but stop 8 episodes from Interstate Dust Crusaders, Stardust Crusaders. I also know maybe because how random it was. The problem is they didn't dislike the show. They liked it, but in the weird way again. They become fanfiction just of having. Oh, oi, 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 oi. Jotaro Kakyoin, despite only seeing them together. Spoil yourself for every death. Saying they're obsessed with Clone High, a mediocre show of clones of famous people. Ship there. How do I accept them with all the weird stuff that makes me feel embarrassed thinking of if showed their stuff in public? Okay. Simple answer. I have 2 questions for you. Do you genuinely like your friend? If the answer is no, then just don't be a friend of them anymore. If the answer is yes, why do you like them? If you like your friend because they're compassionate, they're nice, they eat food with you or something like that, then be with them for what you like them. Simple as that. Be around them, hang out with them for the things that you like them for. If you're gonna tell me, but they're my best friend or your closest friend or something, then tell them. If you're best friends with someone, you cannot hide these things from them. Tell them, yo, I'm sorry, I really can't relate, and I don't know. I really don't want to talk about these things. You can have your own tastes, your own things, and I can have my own taste in things, right? And my own taste is that these things make me uncomfortable. I like you, but I don't like what you like. And that's fine. We can be the best of friends, right? And I'm pretty sure they will understand. If they don't understand, and if they get mad about it, let them be mad. Eventually, hopefully someone will knock it into their head that they can be Muhammad. Is there a female version for my name? Well, I don't know. Maybe there is. Maybe if someone say Hamida or something, there you could make a female version of any name in Arabic. I think. I'm pretty sure you can. Anyways, so as I was saying, tell your friend. You have to tell them. You cannot live alongside the. My name is Japanese, so it's Ameko. Ko uses the ko kanji for girl, or okay, sorry, not girl. It's child, but basically Ameko is how to make it. It's not Amekia. What is Amekia? The hell? Well, I'm not a car company. Whatever that car company is, it Kia or something? Anyways, so back to the question. I told you, if after that, if it's about public and stuff, then just tell them that you don't associate with that. Tell them, yeah, I don't like it. And your friend by then would know. Like, think of it this way. If you'd never tell your friend that you don't like these things, then one day they're gonna say it in public and be like, yeah, and I told all of this to Anon, right? And Anon really likes it. Do you want to be an accomplice? You know, you want to be a partner in crime? You don't want to, right? You don't want to be caught in their automobile, yeah. You don't want to be caught in that, weird place. So, hi, hello. So, simply tell them it's not weird for friends to be very good friends but have very different interests. I am friends with an idiot who likes gore and likes some things that I shouldn't say on stream. I'm very good friends with him. He can like whatever he likes. I don't care, man. He just doesn't show me what he likes. He tried showing me once and twice, and I told him, no, I don't like this shit. Don't show me. That's it. And we're still really good friends. Simple as that, right? So it's fine to be friends with someone but not have similar interests. Okay? Luna! 1 second, I have to deal with my niece. 1 second, be right back. Okay, I'm back. In Luna, man. Me sad car only go road. Me want cargo space. Lol. Anyways, hey man, just wanna say thanks for making this. Also, I'm sure your viewers want to repeat this. So, la 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 la. So if the time comes, please let them listen to you too. Oh, I thought you were gonna say open super chat, which I'm not going to do. About that, how can I explain this? I do this every single time. Trust me, I always complain and bitch about things on Twitter, on stream. So more like I should do more of these so I can listen to you guys because I'm usually the one complaining. So yeah. Bye bye MV. Good luck. Be sure to get an A so I can tell you how proud I am of you. Because you've been working hard, I know. Good luck with the test. I had a lot of letdowns lately, which made me feel unmotivated to learn. Any advice? Yeah, it does suck when you feel like everything is going bad for you. Why no super chat? Because I don't need your money. Use it on your own. I don't want your money. That's a short answer. If you want the long answer, just ask anyone else. They probably know. Anyways, any advice? I know this might sound harder. Well, it is harder than it looks, but look at the bright side. And I'm not gonna stop here after saying look at the bright side. But trust me, there's always a bright side in everything. And if you're a Muslim, then I can give you a more in-depth about this. But if you're not a Muslim, that's also fine because just simply thinking that, whatever all these letdowns, let's just say you failed college, you dropped out of college, you had a breakup, all these things. Think that also these things may lead to some great things in the future, and they will. If you think about it that this failure is fine. I failed this time. I lost someone dear to me that don't talk to me anymore. A better friend will show up in the future, and they will only show up because you lost that friend, right? Because that's how life is. I have a really good few friends because I'm a sad little shit, and they probably would never, we would never have been friends if I didn't end up as a VTuber and I didn't end up as a lonely fucking travel. Okay, shh, no swearing, fasting. Anyways, so just think of it that way. Trust me, I am a mess, and look what the mess got me. It got me into becoming a cultured piece of shit, piece of rat that made me literally know every meme and everything, and then just become a VTuber who makes you guys laugh sometimes if I'm being funny. Ha ha ha. Ohayo o ahoy. How shokaizuku. That's not nyahalo.
Ahoy!
Ahoy, how shokaizuku. How marin desu. But yeah, just that's my thing for you. Be motivated. Today's loss is tomorrow's win. Think of it that way. Trust me, life is like that. Today you lose, tomorrow you win, and look for tomorrow, the win. When you look forward to the win, you feel better, and the win comes. When I had my Pokemon streams with a really negative mindset, I lost. Well, spoiler alert for those who didn't watch the Pokemon streams, but I lost quite the number of really strong Pokemon because we're playing a Nuzlocke, and if they die once, they're gone, and it made me sad. But last Pokemon stream, I went in positive, and we didn't lose anyone. Not only we didn't lose anyone, we also got legendaries. Two legendaries, two or maybe one, two legendaries. Yeah, it's great, man. So it's all about that positive mindset. Think of how these letdowns will lead to something good later, because life is a give and take. Now that things have been taken for you, and you have a letdown, now it's time for the give. So look forward to the give, and you're gonna have better motivation. All right, next. Oh, and I'm myself is distracted by other things for hours. Anything important? It's been bugging me a lot and become unproductive over the past weeks. Not to mention, nothing's getting done by the end of this day. This happens to me as well. The reason you get distracted is because there's a famous saying that says There's no such thing as being busy. It's all about priorities. Which means I might say to someone that I'm busy, but here I am streaming here. Does that mean I'm busy? Well, yes, to that person, I'm too busy for them because chat is more of a priority for me. I prioritize chat. Chat is more important for me, so I'm streaming. That's why I'm too busy for them. And I could be like even busier. So priority, I have work. I have to go to work, so I'm not streaming. I'm too busy to stream, right? So it's all about priorities. Why am I talking about priorities? Because whenever you're doing something, if you don't make it your top priority, you will be easily distracted. You'll always be thinking of other things. So first, make it your top priority. How are you going to make it your top priority? Use motivation that we talked about in the beginning of the other stream. This one has been cut off. The 4 Free Talk 4, the beginning of it, we talked about motivation. So go back to that. I'm not going to talk about it again. Otherwise, we don't have time. Find your own motivation. And that's how you're going to make it a priority and so on and so forth. Okay? Assalamualaikum. Hi, Mick. Hi, Mick. Lately, I feel sad, not motivated to draw. I've been going out, eating good food, and reaching out to someone so I can get inspiration, but it didn't work. I keep staring at the blank canvas. I don't know what CSP mean, but has been for 1 week. So I'm stressed out. Do you have any advice? Okay. This very linked out to the thing I told you about, drawing. And I am not an artist, but I used to be an author, and I write. And just like authors have their own block and slumps, artists have it as well. Do not force yourself to do art, unless it's your job. If it's your job and you're a professional artist that you have to, you have to actually make art, then you have to do it, even if it's gonna make you hate art. But unless you want to hate drawing, you should not force yourself. It's fine if you're gonna go out and eat. Do something else. Play games. Do something else. Trust me. Sometimes you have to get that breather away from something, right? The reason you can't draw is because you don't have that motivation. You don't have that inspiration. One day, trust me, you just be talking to someone and then be like, ding! He's gonna come to your head and be like, damn, I really want to draw now. And you're gonna bring out a pen and a paper and write it down, the idea that you have in your head, so you won't forget it. And then you're gonna draw something amazing, okay? So don't force yourself to draw. Don't feel bad that you haven't drawn in a while. Masterpieces come from passion. They don't come from just drawing and drawing. If you're trying to practice, then practice. Practice doesn't need, well, it kind of does need some passion, but still, if you don't want to do something, don't force yourself to do it. Especially things like hobbies, and drawing and stuff. These are supposed to be, with passion and love. Otherwise, they're not going to come out nice and you're not going to love them. Good evening. Good evening. I graduated from college in architecture major. It's been a year since then. There is one friend who always keeps flexing her job when I haven't found any job. I feel like I'm so useless. I did bicycle, play games, draw to get rid of it. Arc major in my country is having a big problem with the minimum standard salary and overwork. It makes me more afraid of getting arc job. Also, the companies usually set high standards for creativity yet smart, but pay the workers as cheap as possible. My mom always pushed me to help her join her business whenever I gave the ideas. They back to their choices, although they're warring. I feel like my opinion, which I overthink about it, is really useless. Now my anxiety is high. Help me. What should I do? I don't want to keep thinking like this. I tried everything. I tried to make some cookies to sell. My parents did not support it and instead said you should help your parents. It gives more money. Not in your way, which is pathetic. Oof. But whatever they push me like that, I really don't want to do it anymore. I almost cry every week thinking like this. I'm sorry for this long message. I don't know where to ask help. Everyone, follow your parents should be grateful. No. Okay. Well, whoever's been telling you, Anon, whoever's been telling you to say follow your parents, you should be grateful is wrong. Okay? You listen to your parents when it's about them. When it's about helping them, with their daily needs. Your parents want you need your help from something. They need your, they need you to go pick up your brothers or something. That's where you listen to your parents. You be nice to your parents, You even pretend, you can pretend to say yes, sure, okay, just to not hurt them. That's how you treat your parents. right? But when it comes to your dreams, your future, no one gets to say. Whoever says follow your parents, you should be grateful, is like saying listen to whoever your parents want you to marry, accept, arranged marriage, and base your entire love life and whole marriage on whatever your parents chooses for you, even though they quote unquote, I know what's the best for you. No, that's not the answer. I have two answers for you. Well, they're both the same, but one of them has an extra step. The extra step, if you're a Muslim, then know that no one in this world knows the best for you other than God. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only one who knows the best for you. No other human knows the best for you. Even you yourself do not know what's the best for you. We are humans. We are incomplete. We're imperfect. We have so many flaws, and one of them is not knowing what's the best for us. That's why Allah gave us His advice to always ask Him to guide us to where the better place we should walk in, where the good road that we should walk in. I used to pray. I don't anymore. Maybe that's kind of bad, but it just says a lot about how I gave up. But I used to pray all the time so Allah would let me marry the right woman. I don't say the hot woman. I don't say an onesan woman. Even though I want this, that doesn't mean it's the right for me. Yes, my preference is older women, but that doesn't mean it's the right thing for me. My preference doesn't mean anything when it's about the right thing for me. That's why I pray the right woman that Allah chooses for me, right? You should do the same thing. If you're a Muslim, start by this is step one. Pray that Allah gives you the right way, right? And everything will be fine from there. Okay, if you're not a Muslim, that's fine. The same thing I was just saying applies as well. No one really knows, other than God, of course, what's the right thing to do. So if no one knows, then what's the next step? Do what you love. Do what you want to do. Okay? Trust me, your parents love you. There are no father or mother that don't love their child. And if you can convince them, I've seen, and I know people who've been in a really bad situations, and like parents that are so strict and all that. But trust me, if you are passionate enough about something, you can convince your parents to do it. Just because you're an architect or like an architect major doesn't mean you have to force yourself to take an architect job. If you love making cookies, make cookies. Make it for now and tell your parents that you're still thinking about, when, like about that one thing that maybe drawing or maybe something else that will make you, happy, genuinely happy. Doing what you love is the road to success and is the road to happiness. Our lives are limited. We're gonna die one day. So why live and just I need to do this job that I extremely hate. Yeah, it gives me a lot of money, but I hate the job. I hate my life. So what's the point? Yeah, you're gonna get money, and then what? Your life is miserable because your job is something you don't like. So one of the things I suggest you could first find, this is one thing, find what you love the most and try to make this into a job somehow. Look at me, I'm a VTuber. Well, it's not my job, but it would be nice if one day I could make VTubing into my job, But the idea is work hard towards finding what you love. And if you don't know what you love, then it's a good idea to try to convince your parents to let you do what you want by temporarily at least joining them. Like you've been without a job for a while, then go help your mom for a bit. Like have a contract with her, and I'm serious, like an actual contract, so you wouldn't be forced later, by law or anything. Contract that it's only for limited time while you still discover, if you want to, do something else or something, and work with your mom. It's better than nothing, trust me, because not working and not doing anything is what gonna make you depressed and you're gonna make you anxious. So you might not like it. You might think it's a bad job, but try it. Trying is always a good thing. If it gives you even more anxiety, then tell your mom, tell her how you, or like your dad, how it's annoying and how it's not really helping you, and then you can drop out. Okay? I really hope, like, I wish you the best of luck. If by any time you need to like talk more or ask me more about this, it's fine. We're running out of time, so you can DM me on Twitter or anywhere else. So I'll be happy to answer you, and like even update me on, say it in the chat. Update me on how it turns out, because hopefully it'll be great. How do you handle your fake friends? If they're fake, they're not gonna be friends. Because in school, people around me is fake. They only need me when they are in difficult pain, because no one remembers my birthday, even though I post my video, post on Instagram, Twitter. They neglect it, except when they wish me. Well, the answer is there. They're fake friends. You don't handle fake friends. They're fake. You don't give a shit about them. The people who go around, hey, your friend, let me copy your homework, or whatever people do nowadays in school, or hey, just give me your pencil. Those are not friends. The only reason you have these people around you because you care about the public image and you don't want people to hate you. You can either be like me and be the most hated because you don't give a shit about fake people, or you can just ignore them and do the same thing they're doing to you and be fake to them. Don't give a shit about their birthday and don't give a shit about what they do, right? Just asking school for loan, never got it back, and brags about him being cash money, lol. So yeah, is what they can wish each other, but not for me. Well, that's because they're treating you just like a guy they can take their homework from or something. That's not a friend. Don't call them a friend. Just don't associate with them before or anything. I've never had a friend before. I mean, everyone has their own standards. I don't consider quote unquote fake friends, superficial things, friends. That's why I can say I only have a friend or two, because I don't consider the people I interact with as friends. Yeah, I might have fun with them and things, but I don't consider it a friend. You can consider friends depending on your own way of saying this is a friend and this is not. But these kind of people are definitely not friends. These are not friends. Not because of birthday or anything, because this guy who posted this clearly hurt and clearly isn't enjoying their company. If someone forgot your birthday or whatever they did, but eventually said it later and said they apologized for forgetting it, then maybe they do care about you. I mean, in fact, one of the people I do call friends, I haven't wished them a birthday, birthday for years now. And just because I don't care about birthdays doesn't mean they hate me or anything. All right. Of course, Luna's crying. What's your worst nightmare? Normies. If you could take anyone, dead or alive, to come live with you. Dead or alive? What do you mean dead or alive? Come live with you? Come live with me. I don't know, probably an anime onesan, so I could be blessed by the onesan. Muna original song? No, I don't usually listen to original songs. Maybe I'll check it out later. Kind of want to be a VTuber too, but quite afraid to do with assignment and stuff and other things. I mean, if you're responsible enough to not just, well, I kind of was stupid, so don't take my example. To not just, stream all the time and not do your assignments and school stuff, then do it. Also, she's still crying. Dead or alive? I mean, if she's dead, then that's an eye candy, and if she's alive, then that's gohan. That's like free meals. And ara, Anyways. Talking your nightmare. Yes, basically, in Islam, it's better not to talk about your nightmares, because there's a reason for it. Because when you speak about a nightmare, the easy thing that happens is that you remember it. Nightmares are things that you should forget so that they don't haunt you. If you tell people about your nightmares, you don't forget them, and that's bad. So only talk about your dreams when they're good, so you can remember the good memories. If it's a bad nightmare, you don't tell people about it. So yeah, if you think you can do it, do it. Even if it's one stream a week, maybe people will find you interesting. Maybe it's gonna be a good, thing for you to breathe some air, to do something, have fun, play some games with someone. Even if it's once a week, that's fine. Be a VTuber if you want to, but also focus on your own assignments and things. If you enjoy it, it's not. يعطيك العافية أمك. الأكل عندي أحلى طريقة للتعرف على ثقافات العالم. برأيك شنو أقوى كوزين وأحلى أكلاتها؟ وتحياتي مشاهدين. That's a very unique. I thought we were talking about problems, but that's fine. So, roughly translated, they're saying. They're saying basically, Amika, what's your favorite cuisine? And like he or she, they learn about people by knowing their favorite food. And they said hi to everyone. Okay, so honestly, tomorrow I'm gonna go. Oh, I have to talk about it. Chat. I like chicken. I'm a man of chicken, right? But although the Jawi food I order doesn't have chicken in it. Chat, I'm fasting. I can't do this. No, let's not talk about food. This is such a bad timing. Tomorrow I'll go eat. I'm gonna go somewhere where I can eat some Jawi food, some dindin, some some sati. Okay, wait. It's fine. It's fine. Let's not talk about food. Let's not talk about food. Okay. Sorry, whoever answered this question. Let's just tell you, I'm a person of food. I eat all kinds of food, right? So before I start hallucinating, I'm really sorry. Today was not the right day for you to ask about food. So maybe next time you can ask me. I'm too hungry, and talking about food now is gonna make it worse. So sorry about that. Please shower me some kind compliments and support. Anon, you're the best guy over there. You're a great dude, girl, rat thing. You are the ooga of the booga. You are the you're the meow meow. You are you're the chungus of the big chungus. You're the big of the chungus. You're the shoes and I'm the socks. سلام مقبول شكرا. So yeah, I showered you enough. Hello, I like calculus. Do you like calculus? I don't like calculus. I mean, I know my calculus, but I hate it. I hate that I need to know when the limit, when x is approaching 0, the limit is, well, when x is approaching 0 from the right, the limit is when the limit is approaching x from the left, then the limit is infinity. But when the shit, I'm not gonna talk about calculus. Fuck this shit. I didn't sign up for this shit. A bit of trivia, do you know, that is very interesting but very useless? Very useless. Oh, did you know that a whale's penis is 8 meters long? There you go. Assalamu alaikum. I have a problem with my own faith in Islam when I had the revelation that I was actually bisexual. Sorry. I can't consult this with anyone since I'd be outcasted and possibly arrested. I want to believe I have faith, but my changed perspective dampers my ability to trust. I've been taught my entire life. What did I do? Okay. Again, I've had an opportunity to talk to people, in your own position before, a lot of the time, but there is one problem. I have never succeeded in convincing them about it. Okay. I took it very seriously, and I spent months with that person, these people before, and the problem is, the reason I don't answer these kind of questions anymore is that the more I told them about it and my own thinking about how it's something that, like, okay, I'll just tell you, the more I told you about it, told them about it, the more they just ignored my advice outright, and I just felt hurt that whatever I say, the more like I used to actually go ask sheikhs, ask people on how to help, right? And then all of that was for nothing, and it was disgustingly annoying to see that they were like, yeah, but I am. It's just how I am. It was just a revelation. Well, you're not helping me, man. I just know that I am. But dude, I am trying to help you. Maybe be more serious to me. Anyways, it's not something that I take anymore. But let's just say that I wish that if you are really, 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 right, if you really are a Muslim that cares about Islam, then you're gonna go and look up people who actually can help you. And outside of the scope of Islam, there is a what do you call it? There's a video that I've seen recently. You can DM me. Trust me, I don't. I know trans people who watch me, and I don't really discriminate or anything. I don't care. Do what you want. But if you want an advice, then come DM me, and I'll send you a video that you should watch. And after watching it, tell me what you think, because it's just completely scientific. Nothing about religion, nothing about that. So yeah, um, that's about that. I'm not gonna say anything because I don't think I am qualified or that I have the right thing to say. I've tried it before and they never really listened to me. Alaikum, how's it going? It's going well. I'm gonna end it soon though, because I have to go in like 10 minutes, even less than 10 minutes. Betrayed me. I got angry at them wrongly. He's not ready to listen. What do I do? Do I just move on? Well, the amount of love that you're gonna have for them is gonna decrease as you chase after them to tell them that you are sorry, and that's your choice in the end. Chase after them, go around telling them that, I was wrong, I didn't mean to, blah 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 blah, all this, and if they still don't want to listen, then just tell them, well, that's all I can do, That's to just tell them, well, that's all I can say. I mean, what can I do other than that? I was waiting. That's all my true feelings. And if you still don't want to listen, if you still don't want to forgive me, that's all I can do, and bye. Then that's probably not a good friend for you if they're not willing to really forgive you, if you're being sincere. Not that, oh, I'm sorry. If you said, oh, I'm sorry that you're hurt, then that's not a real apology. Give them a real, sincere apology, and then you can move on if they still don't forgive you. I don't have my. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, don't put your name, man. Bad, bad. Putting your name is bad. I have to go, though. Okay. We've been here for a while, and I have to go. Really, really out of time. So, see you guys on the next time. See you guys on the next time. Otsmeka. Bye bye. Ending. feel bad about the ones that I didn't read yet. So maybe later today. I don't know. I really don't know, but I have to finish the questions. I know that. So later, I'll continue the rest of the questions. In another stream, maybe another day. Bye bye. Yeah, there's a clipper that uses the same ending. If you guys are really curious, there's another clipper that uses the exact same ending. They have nice taste, gotta say that. Just send it on Curious Cat. Next stream, I'll look at it.